Okay, well, I guess I'm live. Guess there's not much point in beating around the bush. I doubt many people are going to be watching me anyway. So I might as well just get started. Um, I'm Gnarly Quack, although my friends and enemies call me Carl. And as my stream title says, I'm going to be starting Advent of Code a few days late here and using that to learn Rust, which played around with it a bit. Haven't done any serious coding. Not sure how much serious coding is involved in Advent of Code. I've never really done this before. Although I have done some of 2015, as you can see here. I'm not sure when that was. It might have been last Christmas, to be honest with you. So you can see my pathetically slightly less than third lit Christmas tree here. But we won't dwell on past failure. We'll jump into potentially whole new failures. So let's get started on day one. Actually, I guess before I am logged in, I guess before we get started on that, I'll need to get things set up here. And I already have this here where I have my C code in here. And before the stream, I just came in here and sort of reorganized things so I could dump some Rust code in here. It's actually so that's about as far as I've gotten is my little main function there. That's right, it's Rust. And so I guess what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to, I guess I'll make a module out of this, which I just want to call 2015. But I don't believe I can do that in Rust. So what I'm instead going to do is I guess I'll call it, I don't know, I guess I could call it year 2015, but they kind of call these events. So maybe I'll just call it event. So, but what we'll do is we'll specify path equals 2015. So let's go over here. So I think that'll work. And we'll just stick that in there and we'll do or no, wait. We don't want it to be 2015. Oh, we want this to be 2024. All right, well, that's what I get for talking about my old project. So let's yeah, let's get in the right year here. And we're going to call that mod, and we want a public function. Let's just call it run, and call it that. Let's go back here. And come back down here. Oh, we blew it. We blew it. Let's try that instead. Couldn't find. It's right there, right? Oh, that's right. I guess I need to point it to the actual module file. All right. So that's progress of a sort. I probably should just, you know what I should just do is I should just go into Rust here. Actually, even into 2024. All right, so we'll do day one. I guess we'll probably want that to be a mod. And we will do, we got a good flow going here. Okay, and actually, I think I'll probably just clear my screen out when I do that. All right, so on to the problem. The chief historian is always present for the big Christmas sleigh launch, but nobody has seen him in months. Last anyone heard, he was visiting locations that are historically significant to the North Pole. A group of senior historians has asked you to accompany them as they check the places they think he was most likely to visit. As each location is checked, they will mark it up their list with a star. They figure the chief historian must be in one of the first 50 places they'll look. So in order to save Christmas, you need to help them get 50 stars on their list before Santa takes off on December 25th. Well, he's probably going to be the last place they look, so they should just go to the last place they would expect to find him, and they'll find him. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. You haven't even left yet, and the group of elvish senior historians has already hit a problem. Their list of locations to check is currently empty. Eventually, someone decides that the best place to check first would be the chief historian's office. I can't argue with that logic. Upon pouring into the office, everybody confirms that the chief historian is indeed nowhere to be found. Instead, the elves discover an assortment of notes and lists of historically significant locations. This seems to be the planning the chief historian was doing before he left. Perhaps these notes can be used to determine which locations to search? Throughout the chief's office, the historically significant locations are listed not by name, but by a unique number called the location ID. To make sure they don't miss anything, the historians split into 2 groups, each searching the office and trying to create their own complete list of location IDs. There's just one problem. By holding the 2 lists up side by side, your puzzle input, it quickly becomes clear that the lists aren't very similar. Maybe you can help historians reconcile their lists? For example, we got that. Maybe the lists are only off by a small amount. To find out, pair up the numbers and measure how far apart they are. Pair up the smallest number in the left list with the smallest number in the right list, and then the second smallest left number with the second smallest right number, and so on. With each pair, figure out how far apart the 2 numbers are. You'll need to add up all those distances. For example, if you pair a 3 with a 7, the distance is 4. If you pair a 9 with a 3, the distance is 6. In the example list above, the pairs and distances would be as follows. So we got a 1 paired with a 3, so the distance is 2. Then we got a 2 with another 3, right? Yep. And then we've got 3 3s in the last 3. Okay. To find the total distance between the left list and the right list, add up the distances between all the pairs you found. In the example above, this is blah, 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 blah. Okay. The actual left and right distances contain many location IDs. What is the distance between your lists? Get your puzzle input. How bad is it? So we got a few numbers here. All right, well, I guess I'll suck that down. So let's go into data here. Let's actually make the right year. Oops. Yep, all right. Bad request. Why didn't I like my request? All right, well, I guess we're saving. So we're going to projects. It's going to be day 1. So I see we have more than one space in between the numbers here. But okay. So I guess the first thing I'll do is try and get this example working. So let's see if I remember how to get a test here. So what is that? Config test. I don't know if I need to make this public or not. So let's just see if we can get this to work. So what is that? Cargo test? Failed. True does not equal false. So now let's just see if I can get my function to work. Because I think I need to bring that in. Yeah, so if I change this to true. Okay. Actually, I guess I can just call that. All right, so where is my input? So I guess what we'll do is, and our answer is supposed to be 11. Well, actually, this is going to fail for several reasons. And actually, I think I want that to come in as bytes. So that's probably going to, so it gave us a string. So I think I can do as bytes. Oh, yeah. Argument, oh, I need to make that a reference, don't I? Oh, and that's back in mod, all right. How do we feel about that? Unused variable, okay. So let's get my half input back here. And I will swap out my water glasses. So I guess what I want to do is iterate this, right? So right? That's how I get myself an iterator. Actually, let's just, because it's not going to print my input out if, oh, that's right, it's print out raw bytes, isn't it? Well, that's fine. So, what I think I want to do is, let's get two vectors here. So we want, well, actually, we don't even need vectors. So we, I guess what we really want to do is I want, I think, a peekable iterator. So can we just, let's just see what happens there. It's not an iterator, okay? So we do need to make an iterator out of that. And we still got our numbers out, so that's good. Although I think what's probably a little bit strange about that is okay. So there's a little bit of weirdness here with like these references, which I find a little bit confusing, but I guess I'll just try not to worry about that now. But I guess what I want to do is is we want to parse probably want to parse that integer. I think we want that to be a mutable reference. And I guess this is what the absolute value of the difference. And we're going to have to make that mutable. And we're going to have to make result mutable. Actually, I guess what we can do is, that doesn't really matter, but we can do if, we can subtract the difference if it's negative. So now we're going to barf because we don't have our parse int function, right? Correct. So this is what? Actually, we want, this is created by Peekable. So it returns a Peekable, and I guess we have, See if I got that function signature right. I guess we're going to bring that in scope. An iter, huh? So what do we have? We've got, how do we know what kind of iter this is? So I guess that was a string slice, so I guess it's probably a slice iter. Oops, what am I, oh. That's what I'm looking for. Um, oh, that's right. Forgot I had changed how I did that. Oh. Oh, ruh-roh, that's right. I'm not actually advancing my iterator. Well, so I guess what we'll do here is so we want a result. Actually, we want to initialize that to 0. And that's got to be mutable. And actually, this is a byte, right? So it needs to be I guess like that. And we'll return the result here. I think I'm going to do that. Found, yeah. So expected. Why does that think that is a... Oh, that's why. This should be digit. All right, well, we failed. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised we failed there. Oh, that's because oh, we panicked. Oh, that's right. We need to so okay. We might want here, I'm not sure what we have available to us here. Is there like is... So I don't know, maybe we do just want this to be a car. So I take it all back. So this is going to go to string. I think that's going to go, I guess, to a car. I So what we'll do is we'll advance past the white space. I keep wanting to, if and we'll put result down here. So what do we have? Is digit. So the question is now we want see what that does for us. That's right. Unused friends. All right. Method. Oh, that's right. I've got my, that's cars. Can abstract car from a car. Well, hmm. So I guess that would be useful. And I guess that's what we actually care about. So I take it all back again. Um, so this is back to Is that what we had? Is ASCII digit or something? Yeah, do I need to put a base on that? Does not look like it. Got digit 3 for, so what was my input? I feel like that. So 3, 4, 4, 3. You know what, let's do this. All right. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 3, 9, 3, 3. So what did we get? We got 13. That's right. This doesn't want to. So where's it all going so wrong, right? Did I get that right? Um, oh, Doy, I gotta sort these. I gotta sort this. So we do need lists. I suppose I'm gonna need to specify types for those. So now we want to sort those. Oh, that wasn't very helpful. Fuck. So what if it's not sorted? There we go. Sort. So I guess we can probably just sort those. Okay, and now I guess since we're in functional world, we want to zip those, I think. Uh, hmm. Yeah, so we want to do that. Method calls are not allowed in patterns. Oh, that's right. I guess I got to bring that in. Cannot subtract. Oh, oh, yeah, that's right. All right, so we pass. We pass. So now we got to do the for Rails input. Actually, that's the wrong search bar. Was it like file? I know there's like a read string. Yeah, read string, but we don't want string. We want can we read the bytes? Guess not. Guess not. Okay. So maybe I do want this to be a string. So let's let's change this yet again. So we'll call that cars. Um, so what was it? 2-digit? Car 2-digit Radic. So guess we probably don't need that anymore. See what that does for us. Oh, that's right. This is not a it's not a slice. The method exists, but its trait bounds are not satisfied. I have no idea what that means. use okay, so now argument one of type. Oh, do I need to put a base in there? Um, why is that? I guess, it's not gonna, all right. Oh, so it still doesn't like that. Expected. So that's all I need to do. All right. Um, yeah. Okay, so now we got to deal with this length thing. So so there's no length. Why is there no length? Returns the bounds. Um, Determining string length in Rust. All right. That returns a number of bytes. I guess we don't actually need the length. We can get although it's a little bit obnoxious having to peek this twice. All right. So actually, oh no, I've got to actually load up the file here. So there's something we can do with paths, I guess. I guess I don't need to, well, because it doesn't really matter. Don't really know what the difference is between an unmutable variable and a constant. And so then we have what, read into string here. Actually, I guess I'm not sure this is actually what I wanted, but you know what? For now, let's just do this. Equals. Guess I'm gonna have to unwrap that. Gonna have to bring that in. Why do I need to, all right. Um, so what are we trying to find out here? Oh, well, I suppose I could take out all my input. Yay, I got a gold star. How long did that take me? Do I even want to know? Almost an hour. All right, well, there you go. Okay. Oh, that's right. I want that in day. Let's put that in there, and you know, we're just gonna call that result because we can just shadow that, I suppose. And what did we say our answer was? Oops. Okay. On to part two. This is part two. All right. 2742123. That's what we got. Our analysis only confirmed what everyone feared. The two lists of locations IDs are very different. Actually, I guess that is pretty different. I didn't even think about that. Or are they? Historians cannot agree on which group made the mistakes or how to read most of the chief's handwriting. But in the commotion, you notice an interesting detail. A lot of location IDs appear in both lists. Maybe other numbers aren't location IDs at all, but rather misinterpreted handwriting. This time, you'll need to figure out exactly how often each number from the left list appears on the right list. Calculate total similarity score by adding up each number in the left list after multiplying it by the number of times that number appears in the right list. So here is a process of finding it appears in the right list 3 times. The second number is 4. Okay. The third number is 2. So that's basically 3 times 3 times 3, right? So it's n. Hmm. I guess my first instinct is to shove this stuff into some, I guess they're called hash maps. Yeah. Actually, what else do we have in here? Maps. I wonder what the difference between these two are. Okay, so those are nodes, and I assume this has a like a basically contiguous memory block underneath. So I guess is that the same list? Let's get this over into my other. Window here. Oh, wait. Show me part two. All right. So what was on my list here? 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Yeah, so it's the same. So I wonder what I can do with this. Into keys. Oh no, I don't want to. I just want to get the keys. A binary heap. So So what I think I may want to do is which I guess I don't need a semicolon there. And then we want, I guess we're gonna have to bring this um, back in. Okay. Um, so get what? And insert replaces. So what we'll do here is actually, I guess we probably want actually I have no idea how to do these matches. Control flow. Okay, well, so much for that. Match value. Okay. So I guess this returns what, a reference? That's probably not how we want to do that, huh? I guess we want get mute. Okay, so let's make that mutable. And insert is what? Oh, it's right there. Key. Well, I call this struct count. And we basically want to do the same thing with right. Oh. Okay. So now, how do we iterate this baby? What did I call this? Counts? Actually, you know what? I guess those should really be U32s. Right, because we're never in that whole this whole business with this. Well, that's not going to compile. And actually, I want to run my tests. uh, Closing. Okay, I guess I haven't figured out the match. Oh, it's all right now. How do you like that? Still don't like that. Why not? Now you stop bugging me. I should probably. Oh, so mismatch. Oh, is that why it was bugging me the whole time? All right. Sorry, Rust. Expected I32. So Sorry, even though I'm getting I suppose I need to mark that mutable as well. Expected. Am I just misunderstanding what that function does? It takes a reference to the key. What does get take? I guess it's lying at me because it wants that. I guess I got to specify that. So what is that? Really can't decide what I want to name that. Oh, yeah. All right. So and what was the example answer? 31. Unknown field. Oh, that's right. I returned a tuple, didn't I? Got so this is back here. Data moved here. So I guess I was right to make that a reference. Why is this? Oh, 43. Data moved here. Eh? Consider. I have no idea what that means. So I mean I have to dereference it. Wait a minute. Is that supposed to be a mutable reference? This is probably just jacked up here. If let some counts. Oh, okay. I've got to make that mutable. Oh, that's right. That's why I made those. And now these gotta go back to, well, and I was so close, so close. Now everything's just barfing horribly. I guess what I could do, because the numbers are always going to be, what do we think about that? That seemed to work. 49. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm probably being needlessly, seems like the more I fix, the more everything blows up on me. All right. Left, we got 0. $124. Unknown start of token. Oh. So what was going on in our example here? So 3. Well, that's wrong. Well, I suppose it would help if I inserted that into the right thing. Probably make a pass or not a function. You're correct about that. And we panicked or something. Oh, no, we passed. And we have a number. Hey, that's the right answer. So let's stick that assertion in my code. Huh? Oh. All right, we got some color. We got some color. So that's dope. Oh boy. Um, okay. Well, so that took a little while. Question is, do I want to push on or do I want to obsess over probably the very crappy Rust code I wrote? I guess I could probably return this as a struct. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Well, let's read day 2, I suppose. Draw, we are now 6 days behind. Well, 5, because I got one done. Fortunately, the first location the historians want to search isn't a long walk from the chief historian's office. While the red-nosed reindeer nuclear fusion / fission plant, oh, that's from, did not get to that one in 2015, appears to contain no sign of the chief historian. The engineers there run up to you as soon as they see you. Apparently, they still talk about the time Rudolph was saved through molecular synthesis from a single electron. Is that like in Doctor Who, where they regenerated the entire universe through stray atoms in the TARDIS or something? Anyway, they're quick to add that since you're already here, they'd really appreciate your help analyzing some unusual data from the red-nosed reactor. You turn to check if the historians are waiting for you, but they seem to have already divided into groups that are currently searching every corner of the facility. You offer to help with the unusual data. The unusual data, also known as your puzzle input, consists of many reports. One report per line. Each report is a list of numbers called levels that are separated by spaces. For example, 6 reports, each containing 5 levels. The engineers are trying to figure out which reports are safe. The red-nosed reactor safety systems can only tolerate levels that are either gradually increasing or gradually decreasing. So a report only counts as safe if both of the following are true. Everything's either always increasing or always decreasing. Adjacent levels differ by at least 1 and at most 3. All right. Analyze the unusual data. How many reports are safe? Okay. So I believe we have a clean repo here. Well, I guess we know we're taking input. Right, is that what we did before? Yeah. So oh, clear. Oh, it's N, FN. We are definitely not having fun. Input. All right. Okay. think what I'm going to do though. Okay. So now we have is that how I did this? Just test. This we can actually just call that example. We are on day 2 now. Which means why not at all? There we go. Where is this 9, 7? Oh, well, like grab the middle one. I don't know. Let's go to day 2. So 7, 6, 4, 2, 1. So it's not a function. Oh, yeah, we got to return. I'm sure I'll have mass histrionics over that, but figured out what the return type should be again. Okay. And actually, I guess we should grab our bona fide puzzle input as well. So we got some numbers. Okay. And actually, you know, I didn't look to see. We do have double digit numbers, or yeah, double digit numbers. That's what I was checking here. So what do we want to do here? So I guess what we'll do is I think that's a thing. Yep, so we got ourselves some lines. And I guess we're going to parse some ints, so you know what I may do? Um, so let's see if I can figure out how to do this. I guess I did want that. And actually, means I guess I'm gonna have to bring um, it just seems a little janky to like, actually, I guess we're probably gonna need to keep those there. Um, so see if that works. No idea. I'm feeling it won't. Super. So this test, okay, so that's still passing. So that's very exciting. So, oops, we actually want to go back to day 2. And I guess we're just going to do this again. I guess that's probably going to be mutable. Parse and not found in the scope. What are you talking about? Oh, that's right. I got to bring it in too. Wait a minute. Oh, where isn't this used? Day 1. All right. And carlines. All right. Um, okay. So, um, actually, maybe match. We're gonna have to figure out ways, but if it's none, we want, and it's gonna be mutable. So we need to know which direction it's going to. So I think I do want to just make this an if statement. I wonder if it'll let me do this. And isn't there like a compare thing in Rust? Standard. So how do we actually compare something? Just a function I can use. I32 compare. And so what are options here? So equal actually isn't good. So let's do, I guess, direction. I'm probably gonna have to, I feel like I'm probably gonna have to type hint those, but we'll see. Actually, let's just call this order. So we have value. So we're going to want to break, I suppose. Yeah, this is kind of dumb of me. So it's probably not going to work. So I doubt any of that's going to work. Not found in the scope. Um, guess we need to bring that in. Standard comp. I guess we actually need to make. Yep. So what is previous? That is and I guess this is expected. Really? Where else? Expected to 39. I guess I need to actually, and I suppose here in previous. Um, so that actually kind of worked. So I guess we'll put true there. So let's see. Um, but we also need to do the the difference. So then that is no good. Let's sum order equals order. And it has to be between 1 and 3. And I guess I can just look for this absolute function now. And actually I need to do something here, right? So that, so let me just make sure. So it's good, it's good. So let's see. So otherwise we're setting previous to value, previous equals previous. So that's displayable. Really, you can't. So what is it? That? All right. Ordering is none. Oh. Suppose that would help. Okay, so order is greater, value is 4. So 7, 6. Oh, dude, we need to set wait. All right. And again, I need to set that to some value. Uh, that's probably not a smart move anyway. Id. Oh, well. Okay, I guess that means I figured it out. Okay, so I guess that means uh, I don't know why I wouldn't copy that. But so what are we trying to figure out here? $222. Let's see how we did. Oh, it's not the right answer. Well, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Uh, hmm. So let's see here. So I feel like with all these optionals, it's a little convoluted here. So that should be okay because we're doing this a line at a time. So if we have a previous value and we have a previous order, um, right here we just order. It told me what my answer. The answer is too low. right. Oops. Oh, it's not what I meant to do. So let's see here. By at least one and at most three. So let's view our input. Let's see if there's something. And right, I am reading in day 2. Okay. So my input was too low. Right, that's what it said. Answer is too low. So that means I'm discarding some. That should be right. So what I'd like to actually do is not. Is there just like a print maybe? Yep, all right. So when we get Oh, hey, Mr. Dima. How are you? Not much, just banging my head against the desk with Rust. Doing the advent of code just to learn some Rust. How about you? What were you up to tonight? Or at least it's night for me. Learning Rust or advent of code, or both? Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm only on day two. I didn't start till today, but oh yeah, oh also in Rust. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of the first time I've done any serious programming with Rust. So, yep, thanks. Have a good one. Thanks for the raid. So why did it think that was false? I guess we're gonna have to find out. So, I guess what we can just do is and so that's a good case. We might want actually screw that. We'll put all right. So now what do we get? So let's see. Suppose would help if let's try that. Difference is too great. Why is this not getting updated? Well, we are even getting here, right? Because we're not. So assuming we make it here, we just. All right. Let's try 630. Now it's too high. Great. Nothing fails now, right? Yeah, now looks like nothing fails. So, so I guess what we can do is 38, 41, 43, 44. Well, I guess. All right, so my answer was too high now. The hell is. Seems a little strange. Um, all levels are either increasing or decreasing. The difference is between 1 and 3. All right, so there are 1,000 lines. So, well, I know I'm seeing some as false. Oh, we're not doing this check here. Duh. We're just checking the order, but all right. Okay. Um, so I guess what we can do is, um, so if diff is greater than 3, then the difference is too great. Otherwise, otherwise, that's no good. Okay, so if the difference is greater than 3, also, otherwise, if we have a previous ordering, actually, I guess we could just do that. That will probably fix it, I imagine, assuming I. 622. I feel like that's actually a higher number. What did I put in before? Oh, no. All right. Okay, I got my gold star. So I don't know why I keep wanting to assert equal day 2. And now I suppose we can go back and pick these out. Okay. Actually, let's go continue to part 2. The engineers are surprised by the low number of safe reports until they realize they forgot to tell you about the problem dampener. The problem dampener is a reactor-mounted module that lets the reactor safety systems. It's a reactor-mounted module that lets the reactor safety systems tolerate a single bad level and what would otherwise be a safe report. It's like the bad level never happened. Now, the same rules apply as before, except if removing a single level from an unsafe report would make it safe, the report counts as safe. So I guess that's so well, basically what we have is bad levels equals 0. So I forgot about that whole. So then we have so let's go safe. I don't know. Totally safe and like or perfect, and how about safe? Let's do that. So now perfect is going to plus equal and we're going to return perfect and safe. That means this is going to go to a tuple, which probably means I need a comma in there. So let's do perfect and safe. Or, let's just do part 1. Perfect was part 1. Ruh-roh. Expected. Expected. But we don't know the answer to that yet. Oops. Failed. Right is 6. So what do we screw up there? So if diff order, so how many test inputs are there? 6, so we failed none of them. Wait, I think I just misread that. If removing, oh. Yeah, I totally did that wrong, right? So because right, there's 2 unsafes here. Although no, wait. So yeah. Okay, so what we actually need to do is So we need to change this back to also we don't want to break there, so I just kind of completely screwed that up. But so is good equals false. Same there. Same there. So if we're good, we'll just do that. Else if had bad, then we break. Else had bad equals true, is good equals true, and I think so, but the problem is we're going to lose our first answer now. So actually, so that's going to be so I think this is going to be safe is good. And this is going to be not had bad. All right. So 647. Oh, my answer's too low. Boo. All right. So was it too low? So we set as good. So if had bad, so let's do So let's see here. That seems bad. So 59, 62, 63. So that seems like that should be no, plus 4. Okay. I guess so that's 4. Six. Right, there's a lot. um, so that's a difference of 4. That won't work. So this line should be okay. Right? Plus 2. No, plus 5. Plus 3, plus 2. So I guess one option where this could fail is if the difference between the first and the second one is bad. And if we drop the very first one, I think that might be the only case. So let's see if we can find that. uh, so then, so so I think if the count is two, maybe. Let's see if that gives us nothing. Uh, so right, if we come through here, that's going to be one. If we come through here, we'll have some, so that'll be two. I mean, this shouldn't change anything. But also, that's where we want to do that. Okay. So I have quite a few of those. Let's just grab one here. That's not going to do it. So this one should be good, right? Plus 3 is 73, plus 3, no, plus 4. That's a difference of 4. That's a difference of 4. It's a difference of 4. That's a difference of 5. That's 4. So this one should be good, right? 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. All right. So So how do we want to do this? I really gotta call it. It's getting kind of late here. So I'm trying to think though if there are other cases. But I guess that first one makes it a little bit tricky because we don't really know the pattern yet. I mean, I guess I could just slam something in here and see if we get the right answer. So I guess what we want to do is maybe distinguish between previous and previous good. If is good, um, so what do we do here? If it's bad, so I think if we've gotten a had bad, so normally we're leaving out the bad one and comparing against the next previous good. So why are we saying that's bad? Right, we said 12 was bad and compared against 16, but then that So we leave, right? So here, so let's maybe make that against previous good. And I kind of want to, I think I'm going to hold this out into another function here. We'll call it check level, and then it'll be previous and current. So and so we want the comparison and we want the difference. This is just going to be false, false. Actually, let's just well, that was useful there. Actually, I guess we'll just but we got to set the order. Grr. Can we actually just take that? So previous value order. Let's just see if that nope. So let's see here. Oh yeah, I need to Eh? Oh, I need to return that. So if order can't compare that doesn't seem right. Oh, yeah, previous is not assigned to. All right, so if Jesus, I don't. I'm honestly getting tired here. Um, I guess. Oh, this is will that change at all with my previous answer? Didn't change at all. So I'm assuming that's still the wrong answer. Well, that's dope. Um, we probably need to. So in no case did we have. Oh, I'm stupid or I'm or tired. So I assume I'm gonna have to. So what are we doing here? In this case, I guess that didn't make any difference. Now it's too high. Great. That's the same line. So that was good. Okay. So what do we do here? We had bad. Well, that was so we let that as our level or our dampener, right? I guess. So yeah, that's a mistake then. Right, because here there's no fixing this. But then we were like, oh, well, this works. So the reason this failed was, but like that's a bad one. But if that had been a two, we would have passed it, even though we shouldn't have, because there's no fixing that. So I guess we only want to do this. So if this is not the answer, uh, hmm. So actually, which one was that one? I don't even know where it is. This one. So 1412. Yeah, so this one we didn't even consider. Okay. I may have to call that. Oh, a single bad level. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to call it there. I kind of hate to leave this because I'm so close, but it's pretty late and I'm pretty tired, and I feel like I'm kind of spinning my wheels at the moment. So, kind of suspect nobody's really watching me, but if you are, then thanks for lurking and joining me. And I don't know. I guess in theory, I'm going to hop on back tomorrow, but I guess we'll see how I'm feeling. But anyway, if you're watching this after the fact, thanks for joining me. And until next time, I bid you peace. Cheers.